Welcome to session 6. This is the module. This is the specific module for teaching majors. There's another one if you're a speech language pathology major that you'll want to go to that should be underneath this one in the content section of the course. So be sure that you are a teaching major if you're in this, if you're proceeding here. Okay, so notice we've got session 6 for teaching majors. At the time of making this video, the session 6 for SLPs is still hidden, but it will be open shortly, and it will be underneath this. So again, SLPs, you want to head to the other module. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is go ahead and just do a visual walkthrough of this particular module because I just want to make sure everybody knows what they're supposed to do depending on what their major is. Something that I did just learn about was there's this helpful document for making your browser work because at the beginning of the semester, we'd had some new browser updates with Mozilla. Mozilla was acting differently than it had in the summer because there was an update. And Chrome was working well in August, and then somewhere in September or October, Chrome has deteriorated. And that's not a bad thing. It's deteriorated because they're trying to keep it safe. But this document here originally only had a Mozilla Firefox had information about working with Mozilla Firefox. But now if you have any issues, if you click on things in the content browser and you're not seeing them, then you need to visit this document. I like using Chrome, and I was having the problem with Chrome, and I didn't realize that a little shield was popping up on the right-hand side of the Chrome address bar. And what you do is you click Load Unsafe Script, and then it should allow things to show. And then here's the Internet Explorer helpful tips. But use that document to make your browser work. If you're clicking on things, for example, if you click on Course Plan and nothing happens, then you may need to do what I need to do right now, which is go up to this shield. I'm in Chrome, by the way, and click Load Unsafe Script, and then try it again. So course plan. Okay, now we've got this unsafe course plan, but at least you can see it, right? Okay, so do be sure that you do that. Be aware of that because you don't want to be blocked from things. Now it's because of all that blocking that you'll notice in the interactive checklist that I've been dumping the links, direct links to things that might not open otherwise. So like in this session 6 checklist for teaching majors, you see those links peppered throughout. I prefer that you don't go to them through the checklist. You can, but the reason I prefer it is because sometimes there's other things in the module that if you go directly to this link, you might miss it, but sometimes it's fine just to go straight to that link. Anyway, just a little, probably more information than you want about the setup of this module. Now let's go ahead and talk about what you're doing in this module. Let's go ahead and look at this checklist. There have been some changes in the course plan, and I'll go ahead and talk about those right now. So let me click on course plan, and let's scroll down to our current session. We're in session 6. And if you look at the session 6, you'll see all students have to complete certain things. That's the Assistive Technology Project and the Technology Integration Assessment in TK20. So everybody does that. Then the teaching majors are going to be doing something called Unit Plan Modification and Promethean Flip Chart. Speech Language Pathology majors do these things. These changes have brought about some changes in the scoring, overall scoring of the class. Now, I'm not changing the scoring for anything you've done up to this point, and really you're not going to see any changes. These assignments are still worth the same thing they always were. So I'm not doing anything like that. I wouldn't fiddle with how many points you'd earned previously for something. I don't do that. But there was, for example, if you go to the bottom of the course plan, you'll see that I've made a few changes over the past few days. And I removed a discussion from session 7. It was canceled, so that's 12 points that are no longer in the pot that you're not going to earn. So I have to go and balance the overall, points distribution, and I've needed to do that since the beginning. But I knew this semester, with the new TK20 assessment we've got in this class, that I would need to wait till this point in the semester before I balance those points. So I'm going to do that here pretty quickly now because I think things have stabilized. I don't see us making any more changes. So that is to say, I think in the session 7 that you're going to have the final portfolio, and you're going to have peer evaluation of digital movies assignment or discussion board. And that's all you're going to do. I'm not going to add anything else to that. So I think we've stabilized in terms of what you're doing in this class and how much those things are worth. And so that's a good thing. And that means I can go and fix the syllabus finally, go fix that points distribution, which will become increasingly important around Thanksgiving or a little after that as folks want to wrap up the class. All right, so do check out the course plan. At the bottom, again, there's a table that kind of it's notes that I make about the changes that I've made in that course plan. Okay, so let's go look at that session 6 checklist again. All right, assistive technology. So everybody's going to do the assistive technology project, and basically what you're going to do is, I'll go ahead and click on the instructions page here. You're going to be working on this outside wiki that I've created. It's sort of like a web quest, I guess. And you're going to go to the first page of it, read the introductory materials, and then you're going to download this document, okay? And you're going to save it. And then you're going to, let me go ahead and open it. And this document has about 20 questions in it. And they correspond with what I call process steps. I'll go ahead and click Enable Editing so it doesn't misbehave so much. But basically you have these questions that kind of go along with the steps of the sort of WebQuest experience. And you can put your answer in the table over here on the right if that suits you. Sometimes people pull out, they don't like the tables and they pull it out and they just make it into a long flowing document, but you don't have to do that. You can answer right here if you want. And I just want you to quickly kind of go through and see some issues in special needs education firsthand. We've got quite a few videos that really help illuminate a lot of the issues and really show you ways in which technologies can be used to help people function in a way that is productive for them. So that's what this is. It's 20 questions. I want you to learn about your operating system on your very own computer. You also have accessibility features inside of touch devices now. So, you're going to answer those 20 questions, and then you're going to put it on your wiki page, and you're going to turn that into the Dropbox. And that will come in handy. That assignment is a good foundation for the unit plan modification, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. So all of the assignments, it seems like there's 3 separate assignments in this module, but they actually all kind of relate. In the unit plan modification, basically what you're going to do, I'll go ahead and click on it, but I'm trying not to over-explain because there's more instructions in here. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to set up your wiki page. You're going to set it up with these design standards from Understanding by Design. And you're going to, so you set up your wiki page, okay? It's got these design standards from Chapter 1 of that UBD textbook. Then there's also some questions at the bottom. There's 5 questions. They relate to assistive technology, use of technology in the unit plan, and a number of other things, just little changes that you would make to this unit plan. So what you want to do is you want to select a unit plan, and you're going to link to it here. Here's an example of a unit plan linked. You don't want to use this one. You want to use the one you find, and it needs to be several hours of instruction at a minimum. It can't be a 30-minute lesson plan. Okay, lesson plan is a short little plan. They're very important. They're what teachers use day to day, but a unit plan gives you more to look at. So you're going to pick a unit plan. You're going to critique it using the design standards from Understanding by Design, and then you're going to talk about changes you would make. You're going to analyze the use of technology. You're going to make suggestions for improvement of the use of technology. Okay, so that's the unit plan modification assignment. I'll let you go to the instructions and read them in more detail. This video will help you set up your wiki page because I know we didn't do that in the beginning with the Wiki Foundation assignment. Okay, so there's more instructions here that go into a little more detail, and I give you some Understanding by Design resources here as well. And this, I really like this particular document, the characteristics of the best learning designs. This is at the bottom of the unit plan modification instructions. And if you open this up, it's about 4 pages. It's based on surveys of practicing educators of what they think the best learning designs look like. And it'll kind of just, if you go kind of skim through the list, it'll kind of get you in the mood for thinking about learning design, because that's what this is about. Okay, so that's the unit plan modification assignment. And then the third one, which is also it's related to everything you've done so far. I actually simplified it. I chopped it in half. There's half as much to do now. It's the Promethean flip chart assignment. There's two pieces to this, and it might be really easy to skip one of the pieces, and I don't want you to, because students have indicated that, a lot of you have indicated, not you exactly, but your previous mates in the class have indicated that you feel like you need more information about interactive whiteboards. So I picked a kind of interactive whiteboard, the Promethean board, but you could do the same thing with a smartboard. There's a smartboard professional community of people that share smartboard resources. You can get in on that if you have a smartboard in your classroom. The things you learn here can be transferred over to the world of smart. Okay, so basically in this assignment, really all you're doing is you're becoming familiar with interactive whiteboards, just the concept of them. You're going to I've found some resources where people who use these things on a day-to-day basis talk about neat ways to use them in your classroom. So what I want you to do is I want you to become familiar with interactive whiteboards. I want you to learn about them. I want you to see what other teachers are saying about their potential in your classroom. Okay, and I want you to join Promethean Planet, and I want you to explore existing flip charts. But your assignment is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to, you're going to join Promethean Planet. Anyway, you need to read all of this, but you're going to locate a flip chart that you could use in the unit plan modification assignment. And it could be that it might be something you'd use with some changes. And you're not going to change a flip chart. All you're going to have to do is log into Promethean Planet, and that part's even hard for some people. Sometimes it's hard to get a login to that place for some reason. You're going to log in and you're going to browse through the flip chart resources that they have, and then you're going to select one that ties to your unit plan that you could possibly use as is, or you could use with changes. And the way a flip chart would work is you'd actually download it to your computer, and then you would display it through like the Active Inspire software. It's sort of like PowerPoint. So that's the way it would really work. You wouldn't be displaying the flip chart as it's depicted on Promethean Planet. On Promethean Planet, they just give you a little sort of slideshow where you can click through it and look at it. But in reality, you would download this thing just like you download a PowerPoint, and you'd open up the PowerPoint program and you'd show that. That's the way the flip chart software works. So it's like PowerPoint on steroids a little bit. Same thing with the smart stuff. So really, you could cut to the chase and just go find your flip chart and be done. But honestly, what I'd like for you to do is check out this page that I've created. I've decided to put it on a separate page because otherwise it's so much information on one page. But if you click on Introducing Promethean Boards at the bottom of the instructions for this Promethean flip chart assignment, this is where I went in and just kind of gave you the 411 on IWBs, on interactive whiteboards. Okay, so explain them. I found a lot of resources. I found blog posts from teachers, ideas about ways that you can use them. And I hope you'll go check this out. And if you don't have time right now, because I know it's crazy, or if it's like one thing that might happen is you honestly read it right now, and then it's sort of in one ear, out the other kind of thing. Well, if you have a place where you're saving resources for when you are in the classroom, maybe you're going to be there next semester for your internship, for example, this could be useful to you. This is just a quick, you could probably go through this in an hour and really be kind of up to date and kind of have a good idea of how you'd use a Promethean flip chart or smartboard. This is not Promethean exclusive, okay? Interactive whiteboards come in many brands. I try to stick, you'll see I have mostly Promethean here, but a lot of these tips, like interactive whiteboard resources for teachers, that's for any board. Blog, interactive whiteboards, 8 ideas to keep it simple. Getting started with your interactive whiteboard, a quick guide. So these are good ways to get started. So check those out, please. Let's see. Final thing. This is the longest intro video ever, isn't it? The final thing is the Technology Integration Assessment in TK20. And the way this is going to work, you're going to upload an artifact to TK20. And I'm actually going to put instructions on this page. One of the first things that you're going to see up here is a video. So you've got a video down here that's from Stephanie Siegel in the College of Ed explaining how you do the mechanics of uploading your document to TK20. But I'm going to have a video up here where I explain what you're going to do to create your artifact. Okay, and so it's not really ready yet. It'll be ready. It said it would be ready by the end of Monday, but now it's going to be ready by the end of Tuesday, November 5th. So what I want you to do is just be sure that you come and you attend to this. Get this done. If you finish all of the work in this module, you want to wait till you're done with the work in this module. But if you finish all of this work, then I think you're ready to submit. You'll be ready to make this artifact and submit it. And I'm going to guide you through the instructions and telling you what I think would be a good way for you to make your artifact. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So work on this stuff first, and then the TK20 assessment comes next. You don't want to do this first. This will not make sense, and it won't be useful until you've finished everything in session 6 that came before it. This is very important, and I think I mentioned it in the syllabus. Probably mentioned it in the first module of the course somewhere in all of the verbiage. But this assignment, you cannot get credit for this class if you don't do this, and you don't do it satisfactorily. Okay, and I'm here to help you. That's why it's appearing in session 6 and not session 7. That is to say, if you don't do it well or you don't do it right, we have time to fix it. Okay, this is not a gotcha thing. This is I'm going to help you make sure you get it done, but you've got to do your part to get it up there too. And then I've got to do my part to give you feedback quickly and give you the thumbs up quickly. Okay, so that's something that I need to do that I haven't always done this semester in terms of grading things. So this is going to that means all of these things that lead up will also, I'll need to have those graded quickly as well. So I need to step it up myself. All right, so let me know if you have any questions about this, and I urge you to get it done before the Thanksgiving break, or at least by the end of the Thanksgiving break. And then that way we have a little bit of padding. If you don't do that, then you might be able to, you might be having to expect some stress in your future, and we don't want that. You got to keep you calm. All right, I hope you guys enjoy session 6, and let me know how I can help you. Thanks.